Hello, my name is Dylan Clooney, and I will be analyzing the body language of ex-CEO John Stumpf on the apology to the public on betraying the trust in Wells Fargo's fake account scandal.
I am deeply sorry that we failed to fulfill on our responsibility to our customers, to our team members, and to the American public.
In the beginning of his speech, he has placed water bottles in front of him, showing he lacks confidence in his speech already. Going on, he has used formal language while speaking of the responsibility of the bank, saying I am and we have. From the TED Talk video, this shows that he may be lying.
I accept full responsibility for all unethical sales practices in our retail banking business, and I am fully committed to fixing this issue, strengthening our culture, and taking the necessary actions to restore our customers' trust.
Before he says strengthening our culture, he repositioned his hands and changed the tone of his voice. This nonverbal motion describes a fear of being caught, distancing himself or repositioning himself from the target audience.
And senators, let me tell you here today, the Wells Fargo board is actively engaged in this issue.
Do you acknowledge that the employees who engaged in this activity were committing fraud?
I'm not a criminal officer, and I don't know I'm not a lawyer. I know the legal term. I know this: they broke our code of ethics. They were dishonest, and we did everything we can to support law enforcement on these issues.
After Senator Patrick Toomey asked his question about if he acknowledged that the employees were committing fraud, he stuttered his sentence and immediately said he is not a criminal officer or a lawyer. He didn't directly answer the question being asked and instead dissed the lower-end employees that were fired, never agreeing or disagreeing if he knew if the employees were actually committing fraud.
I'm not a lawyer either, neither are most adults in America, but I think most people understand the meaning of the word fraud.
Did you fire
No.
any of those people? No. Okay. So you haven't resigned. You haven't returned a single nickel of your personal earnings. You haven't fired a single senior executive. Instead, evidently, your definition of accountable is to push the blame to your low-level employees who don't have the money for a fancy PR firm to defend themselves. It's gutless leadership. In your time as chairman and CEO, Wells has been famous for cross-selling. If one of your tellers took a handful of $20 bills out of the cash drawer, they'd probably be looking at criminal charges for theft. They could end up in prison. But you squeezed your employees to the breaking point so they would cheat customers and you could drive up the value of your stock and put hundreds of millions of dollars in your own pocket. And when it all blew up, you kept your job, you kept your multi-million-dollar bonuses, and you went on television to blame thousands of $12 an hour employees who were just trying to meet cross-sell quotas that made you rich. This is about accountability. You should resign. You should give back the money that you took while this scam was going on, and you should be criminally investigated by.
While Senator Warren was speaking about his lack of accountability for not firing upper management and targeting low-level employees, he began to move his left finger, showing that he is nervous. And when Senator Warren says, "You should give back your money you took from the scam," he began to blink rapidly. This shows that he knows that this is the right thing to do. It is clear in this apology video that John Stumpf does not feel sorry for the people he has affected by this crisis. His hand movement, stuttered sentences, and rapid eye blinking clearly show he does not feel bad for what has happened to the employees and customers affected. Thank you for listening to my podcast on analyzing the body language of ex-CEO John Stumpf's apology video. Hope this was a useful tool to help lying under caringness in a situation, and have a great day.